Most of us kept quiet throughout our Friday as we got this weekend started. Always a good Friday in that regard, but we had to keep some of the heat and humidity in play once again. So it was another day where it might have looked nice from sunrise to sunset over Indigo Sky Casino and Resort outside of Seneca, Missouri. But as far as temperatures go, we stayed hot and humid, but at least a slight improvement compared to the mid-90s that we saw yesterday. We were actually hitting 95 yesterday. After dropping back to 75 this morning, at least the hottest we've gone was 93, 94 degrees. I know, a 1 degree drop, but slowly trending in the right direction as we go through the rest of the weekend and even the early next week, where we might squeeze out at least a few days where we can keep highs out of the 90s for a nice change of pace. For the time being, though, we kept things pretty quiet for much of the day. Partly sunny skies during the afternoon, but any heat and humidity that was strong enough to bubble up for any showers or storms. Maybe a couple little guys around Cassville, Table Rock Lake, Monette, Mount Vernon, Miller. That was about it. Everybody else stayed quite dry throughout the course of the evening, and that is still where we stand right now at 10:14 on this Friday night. 7th range line looking good, and still a bit warm though. 83 degrees, feels like 87 though, with the dew point still near 70. And we picked up on another southeasterly breeze again. It was calm during the last hour, but even with that breeze picking up a bit, it's going to stay light throughout the night. Couple that with mostly clear skies, we're going to take temperatures that are sitting in the upper 70s to still some mid 80s out there. Not to mention some spots still feeling like the upper 80s with the humidity in play. These numbers are going to drop off eventually down to 73 before we get the rest of our Saturday morning underway. Other than maybe a few random showers around Table Rock Lake, there was not much else really to speak of throughout the course of the region. Maybe a couple of daytime heat and humidity driven storms around the St. Louis area. But this is what I'm focusing on as we head through, if I can say that correctly, for the next few days. This frontal boundary that'll sink slowly to the south, certainly for Sunday and Monday. That will happen as this upper level low forces the jet stream back to the south by Sunday and Monday. In the meantime, though, we're still on the hot side of the jet as we go into our Saturday. So that means, thankfully, we will have at least a mild start to our Saturday morning before we have to go back into some of the summer heat. Let's have mostly clear skies and a light south breeze throughout the night take us back to 73 degrees first thing in the morning, right as we get to sunrise. Throughout the rest of the morning and up until about the start of the afternoon, we'll keep skies mostly sunny, 88 by noon. And I'm thinking we'll stay a bit hot tomorrow, highs around 92 degrees, but like today, can't rule out maybe a random shower or storm or two. Most of us staying dry. And thankfully with that little downtick in temperatures, again, it's not going to feel so terrible outside. With the humidity though, it's still going to feel like maybe the mid to upper 90s, but that's certainly better than where we've been throughout much of this week. Let me take you to Sunday. We see that jet stream shift in. That'll bring the front in, scattered storms for Sunday and Monday, and this will keep highs in the 80s. Not too concerned about the impacts of Ida, which should make landfall along the Louisiana coast as potentially a Category 3 or 4 hurricane, but the winds from Ida will keep us near 89 on Sunday and 88 on Tuesday. However, that front lifts back north starting Tuesday. Other than the random storm on Tuesday, we'll have highs around 90. Then we go back underneath the ridge, Chris, and that will ultimately send us back into the mid-90s, especially by Thursday.
Certainly, it's one of those things, it's still summertime technically, and so, yeah. I mean, you can't expect something other than these temperatures, although it's nice when it cools off.
I know, like even maybe a short stint in the upper 80s for highs, that's still nice. I'll still take it.
Absolutely, and a few rain chances. I know the yards need a little bit of rain here soon.
We could use some of that too.
We certainly could. Nick, thank you so